Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 1 of Let's Play Cities Skylines. This is a brand new game to the City Builder family by Colossal Studios, and I can't wait to play this. This game is actually pretty phenomenal. I've played around with it already. It comes out March the 10th, probably around, I'm guessing it's not a midnight release on Steam, but probably around the normal time Steam releases games, which is about 10, I think, a.m. PST, probably about 1 p.m. Eastern. Somebody will probably correct me on that in the comments, but let's get into it. So there's a lot of things you can do in this game. One of the biggest things is the content manager, which is basically Steam Workshop integration. You can actually share maps, share your saved games. I played around with it a bit. You can get assets, remove assets. I was playing around with this parking space one. I'm actually going to remove this just for right now for our thing. There you go, it's unsubscribe. So that's like basically your unsubscribe button on Steam. You know how if you play Skyrim, etc., you have the subscribe and then unsubscribe to remove and install. It's the same thing. You do it out of the game to subscribe, and they even have some built-in ones like hard mode, unlimited money, unlock all. They want to do a bit of a different thing for the I believe the unlimited money and hard mode, etc. I think they want to change this up and make it an actual option in the game, but for now it's a mod. They let us know in the press email that that is something that they're working on. I'm not going to play it here, but the tools, you have the map editor and the asset editor. They do want to work on more of that, and as well as modding API. There's a lot of changes, and they just want to let people know that. So I just want to let you guys know for any content you might see before release, or even a little after release, there are going to be ongoing changes to it. So just wanted to let you know that. So we're going to go to the new game, and there's many maps you can pick. You have left side traffic. What is this? No, left side traffic's really how it should be, right? I'm from England, but unfortunately I'm in Canada and we don't do that. But anyways, let's check this out. So you got some natural resources, abundance of oil resources. You got ore, farming, and forestry. And then you can check through, and they're up and down depending on the land you have. And like I said, you can create your own maps. I don't know if I said that, but through clearly the map editor, you can create your own maps, and you can have insane amount of resources or very little. You can change the gameplay with yourself. Most of these I think are roughly kind of teeter-totter around the same, but I think there was actually one that does not have a shipping lane. Let's see here. I'm pretty sure I saw one before. Here we go. This one does not have ships. So basically these are big rivers, but none of them actually go into the open ocean, which means that you cannot have a harbor, which could be problematic. And now that says outside connections, remember. That doesn't mean maybe you can't have one within your city. I'm not sure if that would work or not, but yeah, let's try. It's hard to decide. There's so many cool ones here that it's just like I kind of want to like play with them all, you know what I mean? Let's try this one, River Run. It's got a little less water than most of the maps, it look like, and it has a pretty equal amount of reaches. Oh, Springfield. It makes up a name. Let's call it Barry. It's the city I used to live in for most of my life, and let's start the game. For people who want to creep me up, I'll just make it easier. It's 45 minutes northeast of Toronto. So here we go. We got a little river here already, and we got 2 outside connections already. That's kind of nice actually. And so this is how the game begins. It talks about building roads, etc. It's actually pretty large space. Almost feels like one of these, maybe a bit bigger, is equivalent of SimCity's version. Like this maybe would be normally a bit bigger in SimCity 2013. Even though I don't like comparing games and stuff, I don't try to make negative reviews or anything. I know a lot of people have been asking what's different, etc. But anyways, I know for a fact that you can get 9 of these pieces that you get over time, and you upgrade them, and you go into like a build menu, kind of a buy menu, and you like buy another chunk here, 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 or you can go like say buy here, then buy here, etc. So it's really, really interesting in that sense. But we'll start out with what we have. So we have 2 sides. I'll probably start on this side, And so this is where I'm not really good at this, but basically this is a major road, highway of course, and you can build this into your city. Now this is where I kind of fail at. I'm gonna try something different. It looks like these are all locked, so never mind, I won't be trying anything too different yet. I guess you have to start out and you unlock over time. So let's go ahead and build this road. And actually, now I think about it, do we have off-ramps? No. So you have to have those later. So I guess we just go ahead and we connect the two. And we go ahead and we just go out for one for now. And we'll just work with that. Later on, we'll probably do something a bit more with that. And gonna get a little costly here. I'm gonna go right to the river edge there. And I'm not going to build around there just so we can fix that up later on. Oh, look at, you can make a one-way road. That's interesting. Actually, it looks like a whole bunch of other roads kind of opened up. Very interesting, actually. Huh. But not the off-ramp. It says here you can unlock it with a certain amount of population. But now you could actually take the one-way here, and you can actually do more with this. So let's go ahead and delete. Now, I'm not really good at roads. I'm only trying here, guys. If you're hoping I was like a road expert or anything, ooh, be warned, I am no road expert. But basically, you can see these lines are coming in. So the idea here is we can change the shapes of these to have it more free-forming. So you could have this one coming in, and then you can say from here you can have this. Oh, it's already kind of running that way. Go back in. Not quite the same shape, I don't think, but yeah, it works. It's like a little fish or something. But anyways, so we got these guys coming in, coming out. Perfect. It'll work. So let's go ahead and build our first residential area. I probably will build that off the road, though. It's always nice to have a nice sized road. And actually, now we can apparently make even bigger sized roads. So let's go ahead. And how much is this going to cost me? It's going to be costly, but it's going to be worth it, I think. I like bigger roads just right off the bat. Bigger is better, right? That's what they say. So let's get out of the upgrade menu here. I'm going to go straight, because I like going straight roads. I prefer, you're gonna hate me if you like to, see all the wavy and cool looking roads. I tend to go, pretty plain and just go, straight over. And before we get started, we're going to probably need something like power, water, etc. So you can have a coal power plant, and it looks like a wind turbine, and you got power lines to start with. So let's see, is there any good windy spots? Well, apparently outside of our city is very windy. Over here you can produce about 7 megawatts. How much does this produce? Apparently this produces 40. Upkeep is 5,600. That's quite a difference in upkeep. You know what? I'm going to jump the gun. I don't know if this is a good or bad idea, but I'm going to go ahead and jump the gun and go with this. Probably not good to pollute around the river, but yeah, who's going to judge us, right? Let's do it. Okay, and let's go ahead and get us some water. So you're going to need a pumping station and a water drain pipe. Let's see here. You're going to probably want this upriver more than anything, and then this downriver, because this will dump your sewage, basically, and you wouldn't want to dump your sewage in the main, and then bring it up in the main water line. There you go. And then we'll put this all the way down here. There you go. And now, hopefully we've done something right here. Oh yeah, electricity, that's going to be a problem. Because basically if all these were filled with houses, you don't need electric wires, but they have to be sort of connected. So if you're going to start your residential, say over here at first, you're going to want to connect it all up. So this is sort of a way to connect it to your residence. And then you can get rid of it later on. So let's go ahead and there's different ways you can do this. Small paintbrush, big paintbrush, and paintbrush is like, it still fills in the squares, right? Because that's like, the buildings are going to be square, but you can sort of fill them in, or you can just go ahead and go fully, like this, and a little closer there. There you go. Nice. So, if we speed up the simulation, you can use your 1, 2, 3 keys. hopefully people start moving in. And look at that, they chose the power area first, which is good for us because it means that we don't have to worry about you know, powering somebody who starts over here instead. If you go to our electricity, you can see it powering them up. Yep, it is doing that. Awesome. So our income right now is ridiculously bad. We're bleeding out like crazy. Sadly, we spent a lot to begin with, but hopefully our luck will change. Probably the worst part of our upkeep is this thing right here. You could probably go to your budget. I think you can take, yeah, you can power down so it doesn't cost as much. I don't know how big of a difference this will make, but this will bring down the cost just a bit anyways over time. And actually it looks like it might be working. Uh-oh. So we got global happiness is not happy, and it looks like it's actually a water shortage. Funny. Our water is... oh, it's our electricity. Funny how that works. Of course, we were worried about electricity to those guys, but we weren't worried about these guys. And this is an example of, you know, you need to make sure you power everything. There you go. And that should fix that, and the global happiness should be happy. There you go. And gone. Over. Perfect. So hopefully our budget catches up before we run out of money. I kind of went a little too far, as you can see, but I think in the long run it might be worth it. So I'm going to go ahead, and I'm going to make this all commercial. This is probably overdoing commercial, but I want to do a big chunk like this. And eventually I guess we can do industrial down here. We'll see how it goes. There we go. So these are the first residents. Now, since we haven't done the industry yet, we're not going to have... we're going to try to do it now, but it'll probably be not catch up. If it builds up enough, it'll reach the residential and be charged up, but it might not in time. Actually, you know what? I think we're going to be lucky. See the power? This is the power right here. These are the blocks. So all we need is a house in between here, and we're good to go. Come on. Come on. Oh, you're so close. Come on. One little building here, and you guys are connected. I might have to just solve it by building something here. Yeah, it looks like they're not going to play with fair here. So let's go ahead and just connect the two. There you go. They didn't want to play fair with us, so we had to intervene. So there you go. So, if you go in close here, and we go into normal motion, normal speed I should say, it's beautiful. Hear the sounds? The scooter. Isn't that beautiful? You can actually click these. Let's pause it. Spacebar is the pause button. And this guy is going to the Quiet Corner Shop. The owner is Kathleen Dixon. That's the vehicle right now. It's a hatchback. Resides at Cherry Residence. If you click this, it'll actually show you the house that vehicle belongs. Works at the Ready to Wear LTD. If you click that, it'll even show you where that person works. And they're driving to, of course, the Quiet Corner Shop, which is, well, right near their job, I guess. And you can actually follow them and keep track of them. You can even rename their vehicle, like the poop car. Yeah, the poop car. And you can even go ahead to the owner, maybe only when they're out though. And you can even click on them, change their name, etc. You can do a lot of details. And they will actually park their car. Like, this isn't like one of those, oh, they don't just, they just disappear or whatever. You can follow this person. Well, maybe we'll do that here. Oh, there we go. Click that. And we'll follow them, and I'll show you what I mean. This is the part of the game I love so much. So, they're going to go over here, they're going to go over here, and there you go. And apparently, she's going to walk there, I guess, so still go in the corner shop. Like, that hasn't given up, and if we pause it, that's her vehicle. Like, it won't disappear. She is going for her little walk here. And here we go. So there you go. So she's now in here. It even says she's in here. How cool is that? And that's sort of how it works. And I don't know how long she might be there for. Could be there for an hour. I don't know. Remember, it's not like, see, this is days, right? But in a sim game like this, a city game, their actions could take hours in game. It's not supposed to happen, you know. It's like, oh, it's been a day. They should have been home and back, you know, over and over. It doesn't work that way, because then that would be no fun. I mean, everyone would be just blinking around, or it would be the slowest building game. It would take you months just to build a single house. But, oh, look at that. Congratulations. Our population has reached 460. So we've unlocked taxes. You can now adjust taxes for different zones in the money panel. Loans, garbage, healthcare, education. We can have an elementary school, a medical clinic, and a landfill site. Beautiful. So, if we follow her again, you will see her getting in her car. And looks like she's actually... where is she going? Driving home. Okay. So, notice how she had to go all the way around. This is what a slight problem is in a city like this, is there's no roundabout, so they actually have to go to the, you know, furthest peak to drive home. Right now it's not a big deal, but we'll have to fix that up later on because, well, it'll be annoying. So she's going to actually go to her house, and there she goes. And she, is that her car? Yep. Actually, her car name changed on me. Aww. I guess it might not stay. I'm not sure if there's a bug there or not. But anyways, there you go. So you see how it works. And if we were to stay there and follow her more, she'd go to work eventually, and it's amazing. She'll even go to, you know, activities out, you know, I think they'll even leave the city at times. We need to see what's going on here. Oh, it looks like the residents had decided to build further, but their power... That's interesting. Oh, actually, you know what it is? It's not that. I think our power budget, because we adjusted it so low, yeah, is gone up. So we need to actually adjust our panel. By the way, our budget, we're actually making dough now. We're not losing it. We even have 35K already, so that's a good thing. So you remember when we adjusted our panel a little too much? We could probably bring it back to 100% now, because we're not really losing. And you can actually increase it to try to go past its limit, and it'll actually increase it quite a bit. So there you go. Beautiful. So let's check out what we've unlocked. So recently we unlocked the garbage landfill. So you probably want this at like the edge of the town where it doesn't bother as many people. Let's put it, say, you know what? Let's bring a chute off this road here, and let's go this way. Let's bring our industry more this way over time, and we'll keep residents on the other side there, so it's not too bad. So once again, I like to go pretty damn straight. That's just how I am. I like, for me, I like grid base. Most people out there will hate me for it, especially if you're a viewer. It might not be as enjoyable, but it's your preference, you know, your choice. You know, one of these games, especially, they're not a game that you win, but it's a game of your creation or creativity. I'm not the most creative person, but I enjoy just making a nice grid-based city, watching it fail, see the traffic jams, and maybe try to fix it over time. Or just watch it, you know, go to hell, and that's kind of the fun part of it for me. So anyways, I might as well fill this with industry, and at the same time, we're going to go ahead and place our dump here. And we'll place it right at the edge of town here. And there you go. Poop-tastic. So, that should work. You can see the pollution sort of pouring in here already. If we go up here, you have like detailed information, which is amazing. And they grade them out so that you, I guess you unlock them over time, or they just might not be available till you unlock, yeah, so you don't have transit yet, so why show a map of something you don't use? So, let's see, is there one here for pollution? Well, here's one for garbage. So it shows you the garbage and the pickup. So it's saying we barely make it to the end here, but we probably will. Let's see here. Outside connections. So it shows you like who has an outside connection. So if you go over here, I guess these guys have an outside connection with, you know, because they're a quiet corner shop. I guess they get imports, I guess. Oh yeah, here you go. Goods. They import goods. This color oil products, maybe? Ice Cube Factory. Not quite sure. The color is not quite the same. The dark one actually is oil goods, I think. Box Factory. Yeah, I think that's... I guess this could be ore products? Maybe. Hard to say. But either way, they bring in goods. They export goods too, or could export. We clearly don't export yet. And tourism, well, I don't think there's anything here tourist-wise yet. And yeah, so you can see happiness, residential happiness, commercial happiness, office happiness. What else does have here? Oh, here it is. Pollution. So you can see the pollution caused here. The dump is going to be pretty bad over time. It shows right now it's not contaminating anything itself as pollution, but once it grows, it'll get worse. I don't know if the pollution from the industry affects the water as much, but I do know for sure that the pollution that we pour into the water, for example, our water drainage pipe, will create pollution, and you'll start seeing streaks down in the water. And this little bit of darkness you see now is that. And the grass itself will turn into a sort of a corruption here. You see this, like, it actually looks like they're like some kind of nice flowers in a way, but the idea is this is dirty and nasty and it's polluted and it's really, really gross environment. And this is what happens with industrial. I can't talk. Okay, so now that we got a medical clinic, let's go ahead and put it in the corner here, and that will make everyone happy. Woo! All the way down there, almost all the way down. And at the same time, let's go ahead and look at education. I think education is pretty important for our young Sims, so let's place it in the middle here. I think this is a good idea. That way, if we expand, we'll have a road coming crisscross sort of way, and that'll make them really happy as well. And then I think it's time for a fire department. I'm gonna go ahead and place this more over here than anything. I feel like our worst fire looks like maybe over here is the more over here. You can see it dropping more over there, but I feel like this will be a better place for it, mainly because these are the guys that are going to be catching on fire, and you know. Well, if you're sick, go get an ambulance. Okay, so right now residential is booming. Basically, the RSI scale here just says, yo, we need lots and lots of residents. You're seeing that none of the industries building or expanding. This is because there's no more to expand at this point. It's just for industry, or sorry, for residential. So for that, we're going to go ahead and expand this, and I think this is when we're going to start branching off a bit here and there. So we probably, I don't know if we need that power line. You got to see if these are connected. They look like they are connected now, so we could probably go ahead and bulldoze these lines. Yeah, well, I think that has to be there for those guys. But if we speed it up for a second, I don't think we have any issues, so that's very good news, of course. And let's go ahead, and I'm going to do it from here. I'm going to go all the way down. You want a straight line. Unfortunately, it's not going to quite work there. So I might go down here, and not enough money. Oh, wow. Wow, didn't even realize how little money we had. With all those new services, it gets a little taxy. I completely forgot about that. You know what? I might try to go through the commercial district then. Now we'll go up here. But when it gets a little, you know, when you're running out of money, one thing you might consider is just going like this. I mean, it is kind of bad, but you could consider bringing up your taxes temporarily. Commercial is doing most of the money, and yeah, you can just bring it up, you know. Holy crap, you can really bring it up. Let's just say, you know, it's a developing city and we need to make money, and let's just bring our taxes for a temporary time, and we'll see this grow. Of course, everyone will get angry over time, but, like I said, temporary. There you go. So our income is coming in ridiculous amounts, and we'll just, you know, get it slow there. And let's try this now. There you go. So now we can afford this. And then, they're not happy. Mainly because I just cut, you know, their house open and... Ha! They got a new road to visit. I might go ahead and just trash this. just because I would prefer the turn. But then again, at the same time, now they have to turn to get around, and this is when, well, I'm gonna make a grid, grid system anyways. It won't be a big deal, but it kind of sucks that they have to go all the way around now just to get anywhere. But now our population, well, it's actually diminishing a bit, mainly because our taxes are a bit too high, probably. But yeah, we're gonna give it another, let's say 10, 9, 8. Oh, we need water over here. We'll just let it. There you go. Okay, keep that water going. Power is all connected, but yeah, so everyone's pissed off about taxes now. That's fine. Let's be the good mayor now and adjust the taxes for them. And let's bring it down to, say, 15% now. That's being a good mayor, right? We went from, what, 12 or 10 or something to 20 and now 15, because we're the good mayor. And hopefully these tax symbols disappear. They might not, actually, though. It's still kind of high, and they might not accept that. Well, look at that. We just reached another achievement here. We're a worthy village. 950 population. Is interesting, though. I wonder if these actually have some statistic meaning or whatever. Like, is a certain type of village out there have some kind of name or something that is a population of 950 or more? Because the reason I ask is because it's kind of odd that it's at a 950 and not say 1,000. It's just, But we've unlocked a whole new area that we can buy. We've unlocked districts, policies, second loan, industry spec, service policies, fire department, police department, unique buildings, forestry spec, agricultural spec, power usage, water usage, smoke detector distribution, new buildings, police station, and firehouse. How awesome is that? And is these unique buildings also there? I guess I got these unique buildings here too. Cool. And it shows your achievements overall. So I've played around a bit, so I would have a couple achievements already. And there you go. So I don't think they're going to be happy with the taxes we have. So we might want to consider still lowering them a bit more. I was hoping the taxes weren't too high, but it looks like they're not going to be happy. Let's try 13. There we go. So we're a little higher than normal, but they seem to be okay with 13, so that's good. So there you go. And of course, we need even more residential, to be honest. They'll take more and more and more over time. So this is when we go ahead and I'm gonna say maybe, just maybe, we consider going this way eventually. Which, that's not a bad idea. Let's go from here to, say, all the way over here. This is gonna be expensive, but it'll be worth it, because this way traffic jams won't happen as much. And then we're gonna go ahead and, oh, that was perfect. See how the blue there, the solid blue, kind of meets right to the edge? That's when you know it's a good, it's gonna match up, so you can use the full plot. And then we'll try over here. So you can see, you have to sometimes take a couple tries at it. I'm not really good at it, but there you go. Perfect. Well, it looks like we have a little more money still. Say we go full at it here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There we go. And like I said, I like my little grid pattern. That's my little thing. So we're gonna go ahead and just select this whole area. Go all residential. Might as well go residential partway here too. We won't go all the way. Eventually I'd like to increase the commercial as well. I might even rechange this over time just to make the industry over here only. But everything should start growing a bit more now. We might actually come into an impasse soon here. They might require something new. Oh, no, it looks like it's going. So we can set districts and policies, and we'll play with that on the next episode. But I think we're doing a pretty good start here. We're already at 1,117 population. I think we will stop here for now, and we will continue next time. And, ooh, these guys decided to build over here, so we'll have to put a power line in there. I'll just do that quickly now. Darn silly guys. Bump and bump. There we go. And I'll fix that. Oh, and of course, Silly me, we'll need to put pipes underground. You have to remember these little things. You don't get used to them because we're not used to them anymore in a lot of sim games. They've kind of removed the fun out of that. But thankfully, they didn't remove it out of here. So you know you can go ahead. The grid roads like I do here are pretty much exactly perfect for this. And well, let's see here. There you go. And that should work for the next set of roads as well. So perfect. There we go. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and we will see you guys soon.